Everybody, Mark Reed with Think and Grow Rich. The ninth principle today. I am really excited. Really excited to about this principle. Yeah, you have no idea how powerful a mastermind is. Put it simply, a mastermind is a collective brain. So mastermind is 2, 3, 4, 5. Try to keep it around 6, 7, 8 maximum people. A mastermind is a group of persons who believe in you, who believe in these principles, where you come out and you share your dreams, you share your objectives, whatever you're written down, whatever you're working on with this program, you share that. And you also share your worries, your insecurities, your fears, your problems, your whatever is towards that dream, whatever can stop you to get to that dream. And the mastermind is there to, one, give you emotional support, give you mental support, also give you input, and make sure these masterminds, the person, the people in the mastermind are successful, or are people who are growing towards success. Not people who sit at home doing nothing and that doesn't work. You have to be connected with people who are driven by something and that are in action towards that thing with those principles, with and believe in the laws of the universe, believe in the journey principle, believe in all of the principles that are applied in order to get to your goals. And also, it would be good if there were 1 or 2 person in that mastermind who went through that and succeeded. This has so much value because when they tell you, okay, you can do it, it's not just bullshit. Oh, you can do it. No. It's they went through it and they know that they did it. So of course anybody can. There's no lottery ticket here that God said or the universe said, okay, you're gonna win and you're gonna lose. No, that doesn't work that way. Everybody has the same chances. Everybody has the same law. It's a law of the universe. Those principles are law of the universe. So everybody has the same chance. So when you get your mastermind group, and make sure it's people you are comfortable. Okay, you can be a little uncomfortable, unease with some people who have success because they're like, for us, it's a wrong conception, but for us, some people who are really successful, we see them on a plateau there on the stage, and we see ourselves like down there. And that's not the reality. We're all human beings. We're all at the same level. Some of them just apply more, then that's the only difference. Some of them have applied more those principles. And probably some people have started earlier than you, those principles, and they've had success and they've had experiences that they can share with you. And at the same time, you, when they talk to you about their situation, because they're building teams also, so they have situation. You're there as a mastermind, as part of the mastermind. You're there to share your experiences or give them input. Because the power, in the Bible, if there's 2 people conferring for a goal, a positive goal, it says that Jesus, God, is with them. So it's the same principle as the mastermind. When there's 2 or more conferring for a positive goal, the universe, there's a power in there. So you're going to be sitting there and listening to somebody, and all of a sudden, something you haven't even lived or even went through, intuition is going to come up. It's going to come up and you say this to that person. And sometimes it's just saying, hey, I believe in you. You impressed me. I'm proud of you. And, sometimes just that will give that little kick to that person. And that's what I do. I'm part of 4 masterminds. One on love. The one of them is called Fall in Love with Yourself. And this is the most important one for me because you cannot do anything if you don't love yourself. And it's a work in progress. Another one is basically on how to use those powers, how to use the powers with um, action steps. Another one is on Neville Goddard. Neville Goddard is a writer in the 40s, 30s, 40s. He puts it at the same, these principles, he puts them in the same, in another wording. Right now, we're on this book, Feeling is the Secret. And we looked at that before. Feeling is very important in order to program your subconscious mind. So, and another mastermind, I float around other mastermind. One of them is a TLP. It's a neuro linguistic programming. Another one is basically it's a businessman that's there on the platform in the mastermind, a very, very, very successful businessman, and he helps you structure your plan to get towards your goal. So all of them are really amazing. There's amazing people, and all the people are there want more out of their lives. So it's very like uplifting when you do mastermind. You go, okay, you walk out of there and then you're kind of boosted because you've been around positive people and all that, which is very different sometimes from your job, I guess. I think most of the time. I've had jobs where most people are really positive and it was really cool, but most of my jobs is that. Okay, so we're gonna go with screen sharing, so we can really get into that. Okay, so ninth principle. So we went through that already. So power of the mastermind. It's, I tell you, it is so powerful. And we're getting to the mystery of sex transmutation. I'm sure you're very curious. I was anyway. Okay, power of the mastermind. The ninth preparation is a mastermind is defined as coordination of knowledge and effort and spirit of harmony between two or more people for the attainment of a definite purpose. So what's considered a mastermind? Two or more people with the same purpose. And same purpose is not the same goal. Same purpose is your purpose is to build your dreams, to attain your dreams with ease, with less resistance as possible. And that's the same purpose. You bring their knowledge and experiences, sharing ideas and collaborating, working together for the making of a definite purpose, encouraging and influencing each other. A mastermind is also considered a board, a business board is also considered a mastermind. They're going to the same purpose, which is the successful of the company, the income and margins and whatever, So why a mastermind? Creating awareness together for a win-win, collective knowledge and wisdom, leveraging the resources, skill, and talent about this. I was on a mastermind this morning with there's this guy who wants to do a movie. Okay, he was this Russian guy. His storyline is incredible. He was a Russian guy, and I don't remember what he was working on, but he was in the media and all that, and he got kidnapped by the mafia when he was younger. And he wants to write a story. He wants to do a movie on that, on how he got out of there and how he did to come back from there, because it was very traumatizing. So how did he come back from there? And he wants to do a movie on that. On the mastermind, there's a movie a producer, but it's not his kind of movie. So he says, hey, listen, I know a producer in LA who can probably work with something like you want to do. And I've got this other producer who lives in Norway that I think would be very interesting to work with you. So that's also the power of the mastermind. There's a few. I'm on a platform with 6,500 people, and it's a masterminding platform. It's called Noble Goldman. If you want, reach out to me. I'll give you you need a key code to register, so I'll give you a key code to register. There's masterminds on all kinds of topics. There's on Bitcoin, on love, like I said earlier. I'm creating one on sexuality. There's one on real estate. There's all kinds, writing books, doing movies, all kinds of masterminds. And the one who created the mastermind, like each mastermind, let's say it's a real estate mastermind. Well, it's this lady who's like crazy successful in masterminding, and it's all free. It's all free, available to everybody. It's all free. You just log in on Zoom, and there's a few people there, and you ask a question, and she's there also at the beginning. Usually they give you a little uh, knowledge. They give you teachings on certain subjects, and and it's always at the same time. What's really cool about it, it's always a bit challenging because sometimes they will post questions about 2 3 days before the date of the mastermind to get your brain rolling on what the topic it's going to be and how you feel about it and all that. So it's really amazing. Accountability to ensure persistence. This is one amazing thing. It's like being accountable, planning and taking action together, and supporting each other and growing together. There's nothing better than to be part of a growth community and people. You see them like struggling because there are struggles. Like I told in the other videos, you see them struggling and going for it and going and struggling and going, and all of a sudden, man, poof, it explodes. And that's the way it works. And it's like that for all of us. And once you're part of a mastermind, you do what you have to do, and you're aesthetic, you feel like that's really how I feel. I want to rip my head off. I want to rip this guy's head off because this thing happened, and it's like it's really emotional when you're building dreams, and you have to a point like detach the emotional from the results and fall in love with the process, and that will save your life. And, yeah, I went through that a few times, and yeah, which is that's really amazing. It gets you, you get into, and it's funny because the group on one point, like the group gets into a momentum, and it just starts to put this guy's voting, this guy's really good, this guy's like that, and it encourages you. It gives you motivation. I'll say this, it happens to him, it kind of happened to me, and you get into the cycle of it, and God, it's really cool. Celebrating each other, not a form of mastermind. Unlike-minded people group discussing topics of your interest through social media such as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Organizations spreading your codes such as non-profit organizations, book clubs, discovering topics of your interest, private groups, which are business associates, family, and friends. Mastermind, a global mastermind community such as Noble Woman. Characteristic of the mastermind principles: economic in nature, gain riches and wealth for the attainment of a definite purpose. Psychological, to gain support and motivation to persist despite adversity and to succeed and win at the game of life together. A couple is a mastermind also. You have to. If a couple is going through towards the same purpose, it could be just raising a family. It could just be like buying a house or moving to or building a business together. It's the same principle. If they're aligned in the same direction and they work together in an harmonious way, the best they can, with a spiritual base mentality, I think they most of the time they will succeed. And if they don't succeed at what they do, they'll find something else that they can see. They won't let that happen, bog them down and stop them from achieving what they really want. Okay, so group discussion. What is your experience with being part of a mastermind, and does mastermind help you, or is it a waste of time? So if you haven't been in a mastermind like that, I suggest strongly Noble Woman. It's free, it's easy access, you don't have any work to do, it's all done for you. And on top of that, there's a growth opportunity, there's ways to structure your life, and there's a kind of a 90-day program where you have to read that amount a day, you have to listen to that amount of audios a day, and it's all for the best of you. It's not for the community, it doesn't need the community. We do care, but at the same time, if you're not going to do it, it's up to you. You have to be responsible for your own growth. We're there to support you. And what's really cool about that is the 90-day program. It's a kind of a fast track program where if you do everything that you committed to for yourself in those 90 days, it's like if you're changing your brain you're doing a kind of an immersion in this new way of thinking, and things are going to start happening to you. So all the best. I hope this has been a short one, so I hope this has been good for you. You've given you good information. I'm helping you. So reach out to me whenever you want, whenever you feel you need help, and I will be there to answer. answer your question. So love you all. Again, get the book. I'm just like this a little nugget. You know, that chapter is about, I don't know, it's about 30 pages. And I talked to you what, 15, 20 minutes on a chapter. And it's only bullets for the chapter if you go really into depth. And he's got this funny, I'll leave you with that. He's got this funny mastermind principle in there that he does, and it's really quirky, but it's very, I tried it and it's very effective. So all the best to you, love you, and see you tomorrow.